Hi guys, this is the part 2 of the introduction class of the ethical hacking. So till now we have covered the what is hacking and who is ethical hacker, what is the benefits of ethical hacking and everything we covered. We covered these all things previously. So if anybody is missing, if anybody is seeing this video, please try to go to the previous section. Part 1 they should see, and after that they should come here, and then they will understand what is hacker and who is ethical hacker, what is ethical hacking, or why we need for the society, what the attacker do, how the attacker do reconnaissance, scanning, gaining the access, and then maintaining the access and clearing the tracks. This is the short form of the hackers do. So then we come to here. This is a part 2, and here it's now the terminology. We comes to the part is terminology. We should know that what is vulnerability, what is payload, what is exploit, what is hack values and zero-day attacks, and there are some other terminologies are available. But mainly, who is new for this field, they must know vulnerability, payload, exploit, hack value, zero-day attacks, some type of different attack, some type of different words are there. So these are the main words. So they should know that. That's why the terminology I have mentioned here. They should know the terminology concept. So vulnerability means nothing but is a simple loophole or the weakness of the software on the source code on the software in the everywhere. The developer, when they develop the website, is there any vulnerability from the SQL database or in the website front end source code? There may be a XSS vulnerability or SQL injection attack vulnerability. These type of vulnerabilities should be in the developing point. This type of vulnerabilities will be there. So these should be taken by the cybersecurity experts, and he should find and he should fix that vulnerability. Should advise them to should fix this vulnerability, or otherwise the cybersecurity expert should fix and patch that vulnerability. These are the things. This is about the vulnerability. Vulnerability is nothing but is a loophole or weakness in the software. Through that, the attacker try to enter the website or the database or the system and try to take the data. And next, payload. Payload is nothing but it's a load. It means uh, when you found the vulnerability, attacker try to exploit that vulnerability through payload. See, payload is nothing but some kind of skill. See, payload is an action or a set of operation has to be done on the target. Once the exploit successfully launched, it can be any control or denial of service attacks. So it may get the access of the system or the database, or it may loss. So payload is uh, nothing but see one example I will tell. Is there one rocket is available? In the rocket, he is carrying the missiles from the where the target he want to drop. He dropped that missile and he went. So in the meantime, what the rocket is bringing the missile, that is payload, and he dropped the missile in the target location. It exploited. This is about the payload. So the exploitation is nothing but is a software or tool designed to take advantage of the flaws of vulnerabilities in a system or a malicious purpose. This is about exploit. After finding the vulnerability, he tried to send the payload and tried to exploit it. And he tried to exploit directly. These are the things will happen in the real-time environment. Hack value. Hack value is a notion among the hackers that something is worth doing. Hackers may feel that breaking down robust network security might give them great satisfaction, and that and that is it. Something they accomplish that not everyone could do. See, the hackers, when the cybersecurity experts is there, if they found the vulnerability in the 100 systems he scanned, if he found the vulnerability in the 10 systems, in the 10 systems he able to get the backdoor access from the 3 systems. This is achievement for him, for his work. He satisfied with that. Same thing the hackers also try to do the DDoS attack on the website and try to shut down that website, and he will feel some satisfaction with that. These are the things they will satisfy with that thing. So hackers, ethical hackers should prevent well, this type of attacks from the hackers. Then zero-day attack. Zero-day attack is nothing but uh, if there is a Windows operating system. They found one vulnerability in the Windows operating system. When the Windows operating system officials found vulnerability, and they released that update for that vulnerability, they released a patch for that vulnerability. The period of releasing the patch, 10 or 15 days or 1 week or 2 weeks, this period is called zero day attack. Anybody can attack using that vulnerability. This gap, 10 days, 1 month, or 2 days or 3 days, this gap is called zero day. So this is about the terminology about the cybersecurity. Who are at the risk of hacking attacks? See, obviously the risk persons is the high end persons, means the internet security firms, means they are maintaining the ISPs and the servers in the different situations. The servers and the websites contain the best security, therefore making them very challenging target for the hackers. High profile media friendly targets, including large corporation sites, political parties, celebrities, and etc. These are the people for the risk in the hacking person. There highly possible attacks will happen then. Anyone with a website, although an e-commerce site, or for more attractive to the hackers than the community pages, or practically everyone, including me and you, who is watching this video with internet access, is vulnerable to attacks. These all everybody need for the everybody in the risk of hacking attack. So everybody try to protect their system or their network and their resources in their level best. And effect of hacking on an organization is, see, if hacking is happened means information theft or identity theft, unavailability or resources, and direct and indirect financial loss or bad reputation. These are things will happen if there is a one company. If you stole the data of that company, there may be a the identity of that company should be, means their popularity of the company should be blamed. Nobody, the clients will come to their company and their websites, and they try to store their data, store their database, store their backups, and they try to give their employees phone numbers, mail IDs, and they do not try, they do not trust of that company. They do not trust because whatever the system is doing here, whatever the work is today is a total digitalization. Everything is in the online only. You should do the purchase, or you should purchase, you see the movies or serials, newspapers, and purchasing from e-commerce sites, whatever, everything is in the digital marketing. So there is a chances of uh, there is a chances of bad reputation of that company. So through that the company will not get much customers and much clients to use that company resource. So next, network security challenges. As today's network are becoming more and more complex with the variety of devices connected and service being offered. Means there is one router connected to the laptop, desktop, TV, washing machine, and AC, and four-wheeler, and mobile phone. These it is connected to the everybody. It means IoT, Internet of Things comes here. So everything is connected to the network. So if your system is secure, but your mobile is not secure. If your mobile is secure, but your another operating system is not secure. If that also secure, but is there may be a bug in the TV which is connected to that. It is that also secure. There may be a bug in the four-wheeler which is you using. So these are the things. If attacker attacks your Wi-Fi or anything, if he got your user, if you got your password, he try to access these all operating system, these all networking devices, and he try to find the vulnerability and he try to access them. These are the challenges nowadays. See, as today's network is becoming more and more complex with a variety of devices connected and services being offered. It is becoming very difficult to manage all the network resource and keeping track vulnerabilities and applying patches in order to secure them. See, there may be a some are secure, but some is not secure. That may be a vulnerable. That is the thing they need for the hackers. So these are the challenges presently facing in the networking challenges. What is information security? See, infosec is the word we regularly see in the internet, and information security, sometimes shortened, is infosec. Is a practice of preventing unauthorized access, disclosing destruction, modification, inspection, recording, or destruction of the information. See, information security primarily focus in the balanced protection of the confidentiality, integrity, and availability, called as CIA. Confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Keep the information confidential is called confidentiality. Integrity, maintaining the honesty, is the integrity. Availability, easy to use. See, these things we should follow in the real time environment. Whatever the client trusted us and they have given every permission in the network and do vulnerability assessment and do penetration testing and find the vulnerable systems. So whatever the systems you found vulnerable, you should keep it in the confidential way. You should keep it in your level confidential, and you should maintain the honesty with the client and us, the client and the company. And we should not give that details to the other persons. They may use in the wrong way. This is about the information security. And next, why ethical hacking is necessary. Already we know that why ethical hacking is necessary. Ethical hacking can be considered as an audit or organization network security. This is different. For if you want to do the security audit, the ethical hacker is needed. The finding of the ethical hacker help organizers to identify potential weakness network in the network, help them patch those weaknesses. They will find the vulnerabilities and try to patch those vulnerabilities. Proper implementation of security patches and network, minimizing the chances of attacking. These are the things the ethical hacker do for the organization. For these reasons, the ethical hacker is necessary. Scope and limitations of ethical hacking. See, this is the part we came here. Scope and limitations means an ethical hacker can perform network audit only after receiving a signed contract from the organization. Because after receiving the signed contract from the organization, the ethical hacker will do the security audit or network audit in the real-time environment. An ethical hacker can audit the network both from the internet and from the internet from within the network, identifying the vulnerabilities in the network. Within the network only he will do. If these contract is like without from the external vulnerability assessment he may do, or external security audit he will do. But it will depend upon the agreement, what the agreement they make. Vulnerability identified in the network should not be disclosed to anyone except the client. This is the thing, it comes here CIA. So whatever the vulnerabilities the ethical hacker found in the cybersecurity field, he should not disclose to anybody, because it is most if you disclose anybody, there may be a chance of act will be happening. There may be a chance of security loss for the organization. An ethical hacker has to prepare the detailed report for the vulnerabilities to form the submit it the client along with recommendation on how to patch the vulnerabilities. After doing the every vulnerability, after doing the finding the vulnerabilities, and after trying to for doing the vulnerabilities and simulating attacks on the vulnerabilities, and he have whatever the access and taken, whatever the exploits he exploited, every detailed report, how much networks, what are the open ports, what are the services they are using, which system is vulnerable, which system is not vulnerable, after vulnerability how to patch them, what the resources we need and where the resources we take, what are the guidance, everything should be given to the client in a detailed report. That is called the final report by the security analyst. Next, for doing the vulnerability assessment, the security analyst need called Kali Linux operating system. Means you can do the Pirate OS and the backtrack, but the Kali Linux is one of the best operating system with more than 600 tools are installed. 600 security tools are installed. This is the one of the best Linux version, which is open source and freely available, and we can use almost every cybersecurity expert use this operating system to test the network and do the penetration testing and find the vulnerabilities and try to hack the system and try to do many things with that system. So this is one Kali Linux machine is the is one mission for the penetration testers who is the cybersecurity experts. They use and they prefer this operating system to learn. So for that the hardware requirements is 4 to 8 GB. 4 GB is minimum. 8 GB is enough. More than 8 GB is it's good. So if you have 4 GB, but you have to face some problems by stucking your system sometimes. So it's better to go with 8 GB RAM. Then model Intel Core i3, i5, i7 processor. This may be. I think you better to go i5 or i7 processor with 8 GB RAM. It is better. It will not stuck anywhere because I am using 8 GB RAM and i7 processor and a minimum 80 GB hard disk. Minimum at least you should have 500 to 1 TB hard disk in your operating system because 500 GB is enough, I think. But if you want to install other softwares and install other packages, it's better to go take 1 TB, or if it is not need, you can take only 500 GB, or 500 GB is enough, not less than that. 500 GB is enough. If it is less than that, so you should use limited packages. At least 80 by default it will need, and 100 350 GB if you have it also enough. But you have to see whether you are installing any packages, how much GB it is, then only you have to install the package. So keeping this all in mind, my suggestion is 8 GB RAM, i7 or i5 processor, and the 50 to 500 GB, or it's better 1 TB hard disk. Minimum 15 Mbps internet speed. Whatever the internet speed nowadays is minimum, it is it is much more than the 15 Mbps. So it is good. Now it is digitalization world, so internet speed is enough. And the software, we need to VirtualBox software. Already I have mentioned how to install VirtualBox in the Windows operating system. I have I have created one video on that, so please follow that video. And I am going to release another video called how to install and how to set up the VirtualBox to in the real time. For sorry In the real time. So how to set up, how to do the settings in the VirtualBox. So many people are asking the questions that how to set up the VirtualBox question. So I am going to release another video called VirtualBox settings. So you can set up the VirtualBox settings, and you follow these settings, and you are able to easily connect to the easily install the operating system, and then you are able to uh, install the Kali Linux, and you are able to do the perform the testings in your real-time environment. So Kali Linux virtual machine image file.ova is available presently. 2020 A is running, 20p is running. So whatever it may be, in my preferable language, you should take Kali Linux 2018.2 is one of the best version as my knowledge. So that supports every package. Nowadays 2020 is not supporting some packages, so it's better to download install 2018.2 that version. So thank you for watching, my friends. So whatever I am sharing, this is the real time what I learned from the different resources. I am sharing my knowledge to you. So please try to subscribe my channel, and please share the videos, and please give one thumbs up for me. Thank you very much.